Good day, all. Ira Epstein with your metal market wrap-up, and this wrap-up is for the evening as we're all together now on January 15th, 2026, and the time as I'm talking to you now is about 6:17 p.m. Central Time. Well, we're seeing that the metals are correcting a bit in early evening trade. They've come down, they opened higher, and they've all been falling ever since then, and we'll see what the heck the markets want to do. But it is an interesting sense, a market that has been trying to break and not able to do so. And the breaks have been shallow and the markets keep going back up and, as you know, challenging new highs. We're looking at bonds and notes tonight, very, very stable. The same's going on in the energy market as we look at that. And the dollar, well, it was up today and most currencies are in the negative. As you can see, they're all in the yellow color. So let's take a look at the news we're going to get tomorrow and what that might bring us. We're going to get at 8:15 the Federal Reserve monthly industrial production and capacity utilization data. At 9, we'll get the National Association of Home Builders, their important housing index. Now, today we did see jobless claims. They came in showing a labor market that remained strong. We saw today that we got 3 Fed speakers to talk, and to a person, they were saying that they are looking at the market. They don't think that a January rate cut is warranted. They're still watching the labor market, surprising a little bit and how strong it is. And they don't want to fire up inflation with rate cuts that aren't necessary. If, especially Goolsbee said, if they see inflation is falling later, even if labor were strong, there'd be reasons possibly to loosen up the monetary policy, but that isn't the case right now. So, up in the stock market, sort of flat to lower. That's all you can say. And normally I'd be saying silver down $1.20 is a major event. But when it's now moving $3 to $4 a day, what can you say about that? So let's go to the gold chart and get a picture of it. First, if the market finished right where it's at for the week, you'd be up 2.75% at a record high close. What else can I tell you on it? That's where the market would be. When we look at the chart action, the markets come up and you're consolidating. You can almost say it's a pennant formation with, possible this being the pennant pole and now the market coming like that and so on. We'll see. Market breaks out through the highs. It could be another leg. When we look at the swing lines, they're still bullish. You've got a pattern here of higher lows, higher highs. When we take a look at the key moving averages, the market has been fighting a battle at the 18-day average for the longest period of time. It occasionally gets under it for 24 to 48 hours, and then it goes again. The resistance point is proving to be right here. And that number that it's proven to be is the upper Bollinger Band. You can see where the market's at, and it keeps hitting it and backing away from it. That's a sign of strength. And now you're trying to bring the slow stochastics and getting them to embed. Embed is a feature when the slow stochastic reading can get 3 sessions over an 80 reading and closing there. Session 1 was today, so tonight could be session 2 into tomorrow, and then we'd have to see what happens next week. As for the gold-silver ratio, it's gotten down to the 50 level. This was a number that was up recently near 104. And this is an area where maybe you'll see a little bit of a stall. But historically, it stayed in the 32-35 level for a very long period of time. As we take a look at silver, you can see it's a market that keeps hitting the upper Bollinger Band. I call that the gorilla glue trade because it forces the slow stochastic to try to embed. And the question is, will it be able to do it? Day 1 of embedding? No. Day 1 is here. Look on the left, both numbers over 80, day 2 and day 3. Maybe that's what's going to do next. In the copper market, you have an overbought market that continues to go up. The new high that it made was $6.15 a pound. Who would think that copper, $6.15? As you know, President Trump on all the metals said that he's weighing and he's not going to put on the tariffs he had, and that caused a one-day break. And now the markets are stabilizing. I think that's the right word to use. We'll see what happens. And I think what he realized, somebody told him, are you looking at what's going on in metal prices? And that's going to be the impact, because originally he wanted to put tariffs of 25% on to cause hoarding in the copper market and the silver market, especially. Now, the question is, does the market buy what he's saying? In the platinum, you're going pretty much sideways here. You've got the swing line down. However, the market refuses so far to stay under the 18-day average. And the dollar index, well, that's moving higher and trying to get to the upper Bollinger Band. So we'll see what that, in fact, does with it. One of the best offers we have comes with our free offers that you can see here. And obviously, you can't keep getting the same free offers. We won't do it. Our computers will pick up on all that and so on. But if you've not tried price counts, you want to do it. The dollar's thrown out a bullish price count. That could upset things for a while. They generally hit at least the first level, and that's up a bit of a ways from here. We also have our trading kits, which show you what we do, how we do it. You can use the same charting software that I use here. You can try those out for yourself. Trading strategies galore. See here, that was the page where you're going to put in your name and so on and your email address. You click select the offer you want, puts it in a cart. You fill out that. We get everything to you typically in 48 hours. So to get this, you can either go to our website, iraepstein.com, look for free offers on the left. There'll be an icon up here you can click, or right through here. You can click, there'll be another icon there from YouTube. That'll get you there. I'm Ira Epstein. Take a look at the other videos, and I'll catch up with you first thing in the morning. Take care now.